Hi, and welcome back to It's All About You Now. I want to speak to something today because it's something I had to move myself through today, and it's personal authority, knowing that you are the one true authority of who it is that you are and your external circumstances, your external life, that what you want to bring to life. And there's a Bible verse that came to mind this morning as I was sitting with myself, and it's John 19:11, and it's where Jesus was with Pontius Pilate, I believe, and where he says, and I'm paraphrasing, that you hold no authority or power over me unless given to you by above. And there's an extra little piece of it that I'm trying to very quickly piece together, and it's, and if that power is given to you, then the greatest sin has been committed. And what I really see that meaning, and how so much of the Bible was giving us the codes to life, the way to actually be the God of your own life, of your own universe. What this piece of the Bible was saying is that it is me or my conditioned self that thinks it has authority. And then we, or I or you, knowing the truth of who it is that we are, our God self, abdicating our authority to that condition, to that conditioned self, is where we actually commit the greatest sin, or where the greatest sin has been committed. It's not cursing. It's not any of the things that might have been taught in our childhood or at any stage of our life of what a sin is. But what a sin truly is, as I see it, is us knowing who we are, knowing the truth of who we are, and abdicating that to a story, to a limitation, to an external circumstance. And then today, from my own example, there was something that has come up in my reality because of the inner story that I've been telling repeatedly, and how real and true that aspect of small self feels. But when I sat with it today, and I wasn't sitting with it to get anything, but it was to reclaim my authority from it and to declare into my very being, into my very universe, to this conditioned aspect of myself, you hold no authority over me. And to notice the inner pull and tug of that was a very interesting thing. And I didn't need to do anything with it. But when you hold yourself as and in the authority that you truly are, and to be aware enough to notice when a story is simply a story, that you are experiencing something in your external world because of the story you have been telling yourself, because of the identity you've been holding yourself in. And to give yourself the space to sit in the stillness and know that you are God, and to declare yourself back into your own authority, is where and how life shifts. It's where and how you change your life. Because it's not about being out there trying to change the circumstance. It's about taking the ownership, the responsibility, the power of being your own authority, and not living by the rules of a false story, not living by the laws of which an external circumstance seems to have over you. So where in your life are you seeing things repeating themselves? And then in that place, are you willing to look at yourself and listen to what is being said internally. Are you saying things like, I don't know how to change this? When are things going to change? When is it going to go my way? And similar repetitive stories that you have developed an identity around. And you did most likely develop that identity unconsciously. You didn't know, and so be it. That's okay. This is not about blame. This is about personal responsibility because you, your life, your identity, your very being is your responsibility. Nobody else can be responsible for you. You can come and work with people like me or anybody that will bring you to the place where you can really, honestly, and fully take that responsibility. But it is you that must take it. It's like that old phrase, you can take a donkey to water, but you cannot make them drink it. It's the same thing. Are you willing to see what is really going on and to stop abdicating your authority to that story, to know that it can hold no power over you unless you give that power over? And I know that it can feel like it has hold of every cell in your body. I understand that. I get that. And still, what if that moment of you saying you hold no power over me is the moment where everything begins to shift for you because you have shifted yourself back into your true place as your true self, as your God self? Would you be willing to allow the discomfort to just be, knowing it will move, knowing it will dissipate because it always, always does? But to allow that to happen in your true place and not simply to get rid of it so you can feel better. Because every time it comes back in that way, it feels stronger than you, it feels bigger than you, because you have, and I have, and we've all done it time and time again. We gave our power to the thing, we gave our power to the story. But now our power is ours, our authority is ours. And if we are willing to have the backbone to do so, we claim ourselves as the God of our universe, as the being of the change that we want to experience in our lives, because we are willing to shift ourselves and move ourselves and change ourselves back into who we truly are. I'm going to go now because it's about to rain. And I just don't want to get rained on today. How does this sit for you? How does this land for you? Are you willing? Are you willing to be the authority that you are always meant to be, that you are wired to be, that you came here to be? No matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're thinking, no matter the circumstance, this is you making life all about you. This is you making you all about you. Just do it. I promise you, it's worth it. I'll see you on the next video.